What makes New York City's skyline one of the most iconic in the world? From humble colonial homes to jaw-dropping skyscrapers, the architecture of New York tells the story of a city that's always pushing the limits. Ready to uncover how this metropolis built its legacy, brick by brick? Let's dive in. Ever wonder what New York looked like in the 1600s? Back when it was New Amsterdam, a Dutch settlement, homes were simple timber structures with steep, gabled roofs. But when the British took over in 1664, they brought a new vibe, Georgian elegance. Buildings like St. Paul's Chapel, built in 1766, echoed London's churches with their symmetry and brickwork. So, how did a frontier town start dreaming bigger? Fast forward to the 1800s, New York was exploding as a commercial hub. The Federal style brought refined, neoclassical designs, like Alexander Hamilton's home, the Grange, built in 1802. Then came the Greek Revival craze, think grand columns on Federal Hall in 1842, screaming democracy. But here's a question. What invention transformed New York streets into a playground for bold architecture? The answer: cast iron buildings in SoHo. The Hallwart building from 1857 had prefabricated facades that acted like the Lego of the 19th century, creating bigger, brighter commercial spaces. Gothic Revival added drama, too, with Trinity Church's soaring spire. And those cramped tenements? They housed the immigrants who fueled the city's growth. But how did these early buildings set the stage for New York's most iconic era? Can you guess what changed New York's skyline forever? In the late 1800s, steel frames and elevators gave birth to skyscrapers. The Flatiron Building in 1902, with its quirky triangular shape, turned heads. Then the Woolworth Building in 1913, nicknamed the Cathedral of Commerce, stunned with its Gothic details and record-breaking height. The 1920s and 30s brought Art Deco masterpieces. Ever wondered why the Chrysler Building's spiky crown still steals the show? Or how the Empire State Building, finished in 1931, became a global symbol of ambition? These towers weren't just buildings, they were New York's way of saying, we're unstoppable. What happens when a city reinvents itself? After World War II, New York went modernist. The Seagram Building in 1958 introduced sleek, minimalist glass boxes. Lever House upped the game with its green-tinted curtain walls. But was less is more too boring for New York? By the 1980s, postmodernism brought playful designs, like the AT&T Building's Chippendale top. Then came a moment that shook the city, the fall of the original World Trade Center in 2001. How did New York rebuild? One World Trade Center, completed in 2014, answered with cutting-edge design and deep emotional weight. And today, places like Hudson Yards push the future with bold towers and wild structures like the Vessel. So, what's next for this ever-changing skyline?